Okay, we're going to cover 2.5b, augmented matrices. Okay, we skipped a couple sections. The reason is because if you look at the example, we're going to solve pretty much the exact same problems that we solved yesterday, but this time with the calculator. So the example says solve the system. What we have is a 3 by 3 system. Let's go ahead and copy that down. And instead of solving it algebraically, I'm going to show you how to do this with the calculator. And this works not only for a 3 by 3, but also for a 2 by 2. So good, I'll give you a couple seconds to copy that down. All right, so we're going to solve this instead of by hand. We're going to do this using matrices and the graphing calculator. Okay, a matrix is just basically an array of numbers. So we're going to look at the coefficients of all of this system. We're going to put it into a matrix. Hopefully you've seen matrices in Algebra 2, but if you haven't, it's just, like I said, it's like an array of numbers, just a collection of numbers. So we're going to write down all the coefficients, starting with the first system. So 1, there's understood 1, -2, 1, and 7. And write the coefficients of the second system. 3, 1, -1, and 2. And the last, 2, 3, 2, 7. So this is our matrix. We're going to put this matrix into our calculator. So, on the calculator, if we hit second, and the button right below the math button, next to the -1, you'll see in yellow it says matrix. Second matrix. We're going to edit matrix A. So move your cursor over so it's on top of edit and choose A. Now we have to decide, and this is something hopefully you remember from Algebra 2. The size of the matrix, is it a 3 by 4 or a 4 by 3? If you don't remember, just guess. Let's put 3, enter 4. And I think you'll see very quickly, 3 is how many vertical numbers there are, and 4 is how many horizontal numbers there are. We call them columns and rows. So the first 3 is how many rows. That's the horizontal, and 4 is the number of columns. Now we're just going to type in the numbers. So we'll push 1, -2, 1, 7. Just hitting enter after every one. And it keeps following in order. 3, 1, -1, 2, and the last 2, 3, 2, 7. So there we have our 3 by 4 matrix. Once you have that entered, we're going to go back to the home screen by hitting second mode, which is the quit button. We're going to make sure we entered it in correctly, so I'm going to hit second matrix, and I'm going to hit enter on number 1, the matrix, and hit enter again, and you should see the matrix, the correct numbers that we have. 1, -2, 1, 7, 3, 1, -1, 2, and 2, 3, 2, 7. So we have our matrix in correctly. Now what we're going to do is we're going to tell the calculator to solve it. Okay? And the button that we use to do that is the RREF. RREF. That stands for reduced row echelon form. RREF. Reduced row echelon form. All right, so under matrix again, second matrix, we go to the right to the math key. Under math, there's a lot of things we can do. If we scroll down, we have REF and RREF. We want RREF, so we pick B. And then it says, well, what matrix would you like to do this to? We're going to do it to matrix A. So we hit second matrix, and we choose the name A. And then we hit enter. And this is what we get out of it. So let's write this down. We get the matrix 1, 0, 0, 2, 0, 1, 0, negative 1, and 0, 0, 1, 3. Now, what does that mean? Well, if we look back up at our system, these coefficients represented x, y, z, and the number. So this is essentially saying 1x plus 0y plus 0z equals 2. 0x plus 1y plus 0z equals negative 1. 0x plus 0y plus 1z equals 3. Now, cleaning this up, we simply get x equals 2, y equals negative 1, and z equals 3, which is exactly what we were solving for, x, y, and z. So we have our solution, 2, negative 1, and 3. That is our answer. That would be the same answer that you would get if you did it algebraically. So are there any questions? All right, let's do the same thing with a 2 by 2. Let me show you how that would work. So I'm just going to pick out one that we've done before. This is number 21 on page 71. Okay, number 21. We did this in the homework. The system was 5x minus y equals 16, and 2x plus 3y equals 3. Okay, so here's our system. We're going to write this in matrix form. 5, negative 1, 16, 2, 3, and 3. It has to be x, y, and then the number. It has to be in that form. So let's put that in our calculator. Second matrix. We're going to edit. This time we're going to edit b. Let's edit b. And again, the number of horizontal would be 2 and 3. This is a 2 by 3. 5, negative 1, 16, 2, 3. So make sure you get it typed in properly. Again, 2 is the rows, 3 is the columns. There's 2 horizontal rows and 3 vertical columns. Okay, once we have it typed in, we're going to get out of there, hit second mode or quit, go back to the main screen. Let's hit second matrix. Let's make sure that it is typed in right. Matrix B, 5, negative 1, 16, 2, 3, 3. Looks good. So now we're going to do RREF on matrix B. Second matrix. Math. Scroll down to RREF. Second matrix. Under names, we're going to choose B. And then we hit enter. And this is the result. 103, 0, 1, negative 1. So again, it's the same. 1x plus 0y equals 3. 0x plus 1y equals negative 1. So x equals 3, y equals negative 1. The solution is 3, negative 1. And we already worked that out algebraically yesterday in the homework. So that's basically it. That's all I wanted to do for today. We want you to solve systems using the calculator, using a augmented matrices, and the reduced row echelon form. Are there any questions? All right, then that's all I have for you today.